Sports City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jaguars will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Callaway. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
On the double. Set.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short.
29 Philly.
Defense wants to bring the heat. From the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Woods. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Here we go, here we go. Ink, ink. Ready.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Got him downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the ground, it's Bullock. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Jaguars in a good spot here with second and short.
Trick 9, beat.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Ready. Come on, set.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Callaway. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That's caught. It's Bohannon. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on 3rd down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the curl.
Makes the catch. It's Bohannon. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Preston. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Green 25. Get longer.
Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tulane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
22, water. Shield. Hammer.
Takes the handoff. It's Bullock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
On the ready.
To the air, it's Davenport. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route.
Okay, break.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Jaguars will hustle to the line.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Scanning the field, it's Davenport. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Reed. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the 1st half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Okay. Quarterback empties his backfield.
Squirrel! Ready! Griffin! Ready, go!
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Green Wave!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Darts! Flag! Set up.
To throw, it's Davenport. Here's a heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer.
Hey, camper!
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Jenkins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49.
Get set! Ready!
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Preston. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Dip 3 soda! Dip 3 soda! Here we go! Set!
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Pocket breaking down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Might be changing the route. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Fly, trumpet!
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
221 wing! 221 wing! Ready! Over!
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Davenport. Time to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 88.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Wants to throw. It's Davenport. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bohannon. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit them with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot, and you can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Reed. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps? Running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking. I think that might have got in his head. That might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Quarterback extends the play. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Charcoal.
They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go right back to it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Bullock. Breaks into the open. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Let's go, let's go.
He might want another play.
To the line, to the line.
Back to pass, it's Davenport. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Gonna sling it on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Pace, 27, jump.
They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Preston. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He's got it. First down and more. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had.
Bro, I ain't running them but levels, bro. That ain't no cheese.
What an impressive performance by the Oak.
You been playing me long enough to know I just run play, bro. You ain't never said I do no cheese. I just play, my guy.
Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 35 to USF. We'll circle back.
I dropped one wide open, though. Coming across that middle, my guy. Dropped one wide open, though.
Guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got it.
And I knew where you were going to the ball. I was supposed to pick that shit off.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets past the marker. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Plows through the defense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
But I threw to the wrong nigga. My nigga was so open.
Confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Davenport. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Okay, ready? Ready. Trail. Got it? On the ready. Stand. Okay, break. Okay, break.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Okay.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
Here we go.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
If there's time to pad the stats. They get to him as he throws. Finds his man. It's Preston. That will be the final play as they make
GG, my God.
and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan